Yo, what it do, It's your boy D.evotion. So me back again with another video, man. And today we are going to be reacting to a clip by rapper Logic. Pretty much he has confronted his father about, I guess he wanted, his father wanted him to buy a $850,000 house, exploiting Logic's success for his own personal gain. And I'll say this: when it comes down to money and when it comes down to family, it can be a tricky thing. It could be a very sticky situation. I have my own experiences with that. And it can get messy, man. It can get really messy. And, when you achieve levels of success, you're financially free, you start to look at other things in your life that you want to fix. Your relationships with people, your own personal growth, your health, things like that. Those things start to matter because you don't have to worry about the financial aspect of your life. As people, the main thing, the average Joe, looks at the financial aspect as, that's like, to be honest, it's like 75% of living is your financial aspect. I mean, I think the average person doesn't even have like $1,500 in their bank account or something like that. So like, financial stability is something we all strive for, right? So when you have that financial stability, you kind of look towards family as refuge. And sometimes family will take advantage of that, especially if you're a successful individual, if you have money, you hit the lottery, things like that. They'll try and take advantage. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and check out this video by Logic. I believe he's interviewing his dad. I have to find the full interview, but this is the clip that's apparently going viral. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into the video, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's go ahead and check this bad boy out.
We talked about the fact that, if I help you, because I know you talk shit about me. You've said, Dad, Bobby don't help nobody. You've said this. I'm not saying you're saying it right now.
No. I mean, the bottom
You've
line
said
is,
it.
It's been said by me before.
Exactly.
But the bottom line is, what I realize is that you don't owe me a motherfucking thing. You don't owe me nothing. And I had to come to the realization of that. I gave you your talent, but my talent was given to me by my father, which is given to you by your father, which is given to you, in which you're gonna give your son,
100%.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going down the line.
It is, but I just want to say one thing. I want to say that when we spoke earlier, and that I know you've said things like, my son don't help me, my son don't help anybody, da-da-da. Respectfully, in a place I know that was said from ignorance, because there's also a big side of you that you know now, but you didn't know at the time. I have helped people in my family, and I've helped people outside of my family. I've helped people afford homes. I've helped the homeless. I've helped people in my black community. I've donated anonymously.
Oh, I know. I know all those things that you've done.
But let me finish. So what I'm saying is respectfully, Dad, you actually don't know all the things that I've done, because most people don't know all the things that I've done, because I don't exploit the fact that I give, let alone to my black community. I'm not out here trying to prove my blackness. I'm not a nigga who goes to the hood with a fucking turkey every Thanksgiving and throws it out. I'm not. That's not who I am. So with that being said, Daddy, when we spoke earlier today, I know there's a lot of motherfuckers even in our family who could be like, oh, Bobby don't, he got all this money, he got millions of dollars, but he don't want to help nobody, he don't want to buy nobody a house. Well, hold up, let's just step back real quick. And I'm gonna say all this, and it's not gonna be a one-sided conversation,
I'm gonna say this.
I promise you.
I'm gonna say this, it's tough. It's tough because when you're in a position, especially in a position of power. A lot of people will try to use that as a weapon against you, and I can see the pain in Logic's face. You can hear it in his voice, the pain, because he's not a bad person. But the thing is, what people need to understand is that you can't help everybody. You just can't help everyone. It doesn't work that way. So, because what happens a lot of times, you say if you do give someone, a couple thousand or whatever, they're gonna blow that. The average person don't understand the concept of money and where it comes from and how to multiply your money. The average person don't understand it. They like, okay, give me money so I can spend it, and then when you spend it, that's it. And then they're gonna keep asking for more, keep asking, and then it just becomes a repeated cycle of asking for shit until you have nothing left. But let's continue the video.
I just want to get this out, and I want to say it, and I really want to go back and forth, and I want to have fun. I want to laugh, I want to have a good time, but I just want to say this because it's very important to me. There was a time when you came to me, asked me for $850,000 to buy you a house studio for you and your band. Now, I've also had my sister ask me to buy her a house. I've had my brothers ask me to give them money. I've given tens of thousands of dollars to my brothers and my sisters, and I've seen them piss it away. So when you do the math, right, and we did the math earlier today, It's you, it's my mama, it's my brother, it's my sister, it's my other sister, it's my other sister, it's my other sister, it's my other brother, it's my other brother. That's 9. Now let's not talk about how many fucking kids all these people got, but let's just talk about those 9 people. So if I'm gonna buy y'all a decent house, that's $500,000. That's for 2 people, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, $4.5 million just to purchase that, let alone mortgage, let alone other bills that come into that. Now, okay, you got a house, so then what? That's 9 houses. Let's talk about 9 vehicles. Let's talk about 9 cars that I gotta pay for. Let's talk about 9 gas bills a month I gotta get paid for. Let's talk about 9 AT&T fucking bills I gotta pay for, 9 Comcast bills, HBO bills. I'm gonna keep going. Cause guess what? If I'm paying all this money, ain't nobody on welfare no more. Niggas ain't fucking broke no more. So they ain't on welfare, they ain't on food stamps. That's 9 people I gotta pay for food for. That's 9 people I gotta pay for vacations for. Now let's also talk about the fact that a majority of your children and my mother's children all have children. So let's duplicate that motherfucker times about however much that is.
Look at that. Look at that.
Fuck that. Fuck that shit. And unfortunately, I've learned when I give 10,000 here, 5,000 here of cash to somebody, and then they blow it, and then they don't got nothing.
They don't use it right.
And then they look at me like I fucked up or I did something wrong, and then they come back and they ask me again and again and again. Now, as a fucking millionaire who has broken that cycle, made it out the hood, educated myself, and understand what it means to be self-sufficient, there is no way as a fucking man that I could ever, as much as it hurts me to see the people that I love struggle, give them money and watch them just burn it to nothing again. So I say all that to say, Daddy, I love you with all my heart, and the only reason I ain't never given you a crazy amount of money is because I didn't want to see you blow it. Now, with all that said, we had a conversation today. I'm gonna buy you a truck, and I'm gonna do more than that.
Okay. All right. Let's leave it at that. Look at that, man. Look at that. See, there's so much to unpack here. Man, I don't even know where to start. And it's funny because I'm looking at his dad's face, and his dad got this look on his face like, nigga, so what? You rich. Like, and I'm not saying that he's thinking that or saying that, but he have that look on his face like, nigga, you got the money. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, but duplicating, like, just the math that he did. I didn't know he had that many siblings, but just the math that he's doing, he's gonna be back at square one. Square one. Freaking taking care of all these people. And that's the problem, man. When someone gets into into success and they finally make it out, everyone wants to go to the top. Not everyone could go to the top. Not everyone has the skills, the mindset. It's the mindset. And I see what he's saying. He said, fuck that. Fuck that. I get it. I'll be the same way. Fuck that. Bro, I worked hard for what I wanted. I'm reaping the benefits. If you want the same thing, you got to work for it. You have to work for it. You have to make that happen. You have to make that happen for yourself. You have to want it for yourself. And the thing is, not people don't have enough knowledge to understand the concept of money, to learn how to make money. And it sucks. And yeah, he said it sucks watching the people he loves suffer, but he can't help everyone. He can't. He don't have the ability to, you know. And even if he did, why should he? Why should he let these people just burn his money? They think he's a money tree. Not cool. Not cool, man. And, you know, I'm gonna say this too. I commend Logic for presenting this out to the public. But you know, these conversations, I also feel like this should have been private. Certain things people shouldn't see, shouldn't be a part of, shouldn't have an opinion on. That's how I look at it. And you know, the fact that he wanted to present this to the world, the relationship that he have with him and his family, you know, even though it should have been private, and I see a lot of people in the comments saying it should have been private, I'm glad that he put this out there so people could understand how the success can break families apart, how success, money, things like that can crumble family units. This man has been working hard, busting his ass for the better half of a decade. I remember when Logic first came out, over 10 years ago. So my man's busted his ass. He's at a point now where he can chill. He's not trying to worry about everybody else, kids and all that stuff. He can do nice things if he want to, but people shouldn't expect that. People shouldn't expect that. And if he says no, then you shouldn't feel bitter about it. If he says no, figure out your own way to get it. If you need to get something, you need to make something happen. Figure it out. Anyway, man, that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Yeah, you know, do you feel like Logic was right? Do you feel like he was wrong? Let me know. And as always, stay true, stay heard. I'm out.